Right, so before we attempt to tackle fractions, what are the key words do you think we need to appreciate?
Improper, reciprocal, numerator, denominator, times, divide, times, plus,
Okay, so improper,
mix,
numerator, denominator, top-heavy fraction.
so it's not same as improper.
It is, but sometimes it's important to know that there's another way of saying the improper fraction, top-heavy.
Mixed number.
Mixed number. Let's give some examples. So like you said, 9 out of 5 would be top heavy and improper, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mixed number? Give me an example of mixed number.
2, 1 over 2.
2.5. Mixed number. Right. Denominator
Bottom number.
is bottom. Numerator is the top number. Actually, if you think about it, x over b is actually same as x divided by b, because the division sign, you got something at the top and something at the bottom, right? And the other point to make here is that if you look at 2.5, now you should know how to turn the mixed number into improper fraction. Do you know how to do that?
2 times 2 plus 1.
Right. So we usually do 2 times 2 plus 1 over 2, and that is equal to 4
5.
plus 1 over 2, which is 5 over 2. Right. But that is a technique and a method, and sometimes people don't always understand why we did what we did. And actually, if you want to understand this number, this is 2 whole and a half. And the 2 whole, you can see this. If you have 2 over 2, that's 1 whole. 2 over 2, that's 2 whole, plus half. Can you see 2 over 2 gives you 1 whole? 2 over 2 gives you another 1 whole, plus a half. And that will give you 2.5. So that's another way of understanding a mixed number. Is that okay?
Yep.
All right. So back to our question then. So if we have 2 and a 2/3 plus 1.5, and we want to add those two fractions, first of all, we realize that we have two mixed numbers. So what is it that we do?
We make it into a top heavy fraction.
Very good. Do it for me.
8 over 3.
How'd you get that?
3 times 2 plus 2
Right. 6 plus 2 is 8. Good. Over
over 3.
3.
And then 3 over 2.
So 2 times 1 is 3. Plus 1 is
3.
3 over 2. All right. Then what do we do? Do we then do 8 plus 3 is 11?
No.
Is that 11 out of, I don't know, 5? No? Why not?
Because you have to make the denominator the same.
You can't do that. So how do we make the denominator the same?
You have to. Yeah.
Very good. Lowest common multiple between
6.
3 and 2, and that will give you 6. So how do we then turn this to 6?
Times 2 times 3.
So whatever we do to the bottom number, we do to the numerator to keep it equivalent. Equivalent is another key word here. Equivalent fraction. Right, and then how do we turn this to something out of 6?
Times 3 3.
So therefore we get
16 over 6.
plus,
9 over 6.
and that will equal to now 25 over 6. Now that is a top-heavy fraction. How do we then simplify this?
4 and 1 over 6.
6 goes into 25.
4
4
times.
times
1 over 6.
1.
1 remainder. out of 6. If you're struggling to understand this, right, let me show you another way of how to do that whenever you have a fraction like this. So 25 out of 6 is same as 25 divided by 6. It's worth learning this. Short division.
Six.
Right. So 6 goes into 2, none.
4 times. 0.
6 goes into 25.
4 times.
What's the remainder?
1.
So 4 whole, 1 remainder out of 6. Here's one for you to do.